Right then, people. Sorry, I'm just eating. Um, so mate, it's come late, but I'm going to eat this. And if someone wants to come on the panel, Nigel, have a chat with Eddie or Tony Dicko, you're welcome. Um,
Everyone hear me, yeah?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, grand.
And
You're very
where
low,
did you move?
Martin.
Where did you move to, Tony? Sorry, Eddie.
You're very low.
I'm very low. Hang on. That any better?
No,
No.
it's still the same.
That any better?
No, we just roll with it anyway. Okay.
Hang on.
No improvement anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why. Did
Check
you?
your audio settings.
Yeah. Did you end your? Did you end the call?
Yeah, did you?
Because sometimes you leave the call going as well, and Tonkin does it as well. Um, and that can mess around with your other settings, can't it? Sorry, people. We're just trying to get this a little bit organised, and I'm just trying to eat this food. And I don't know whether you fancy doing a song, Eddie, but anybody can come on if they want. The link's there. Nigel, whoever's come into the chat as well. Tony. Where did you move to, Tony, anyway? I don't want your postcode and full address, okay? But, generally. Don't tell me New Zealand or Australia. Is that any better, Eddie?
Yeah, sounds a bit robotic now.
Pardon?
Sounds a bit robotic now.
Standard, that's better, isn't it? West Yorkshire, eh? Right, I'm just going to eat this quickly. So anyone want to come up on the panel quick so I can put you on? Ready? If not, if you fancy doing a song, Eddie. Here we are, Doyle. Come on up on the panel, mate.
Oh, there's Doyle, alright.
I've just got to eat this food before it goes cold. It's a bit colder than it should be anyway.
Yeah, 'cause we left outside.
Arsehole. Come on then. I just saw someone there and he went. I hate eating on thingy. Quick then, and if not, it'll be a couple of minutes so I can put you on. Fancy doing a song then, Andy? Just give me a few minutes.
And not, I'll do one a bit later. Anyway.
Okay, that's fine. But I just didn't want you talking to yourself. So
Yeah.
I've got to do this food. I'm going to bring up about that. Leaving it on the fucking doorstep.
Well, guys, I hope you all had a good Christmas. How are we all doing?
What you been up to, Doyle, anyway? Anything good? There's the link, people. Right, I'll be a minute, Eddie.
How you quiet? Yeah, even. Okay. It is ridiculous hours o'clock. In fairness, Katie.
We like to wake people up,
Yeah,
get them as they
we're
wake
like
up.
we're like the proverbial rooster we are.
We like to get them as they wake up.
Up to fuck.
Did you hear about how our hostages live ended?
No.
Well, did you, Doyle? Come on up on the panel, Doyle. Very mysterious
Yep,
how it ended.
he did.
You got some information, but you wanted to check it out before you
I
shared
thought,
it.
thought you were saying you didn't go into art at all.
No, I was listening,
Yeah, we was
but
selling porgies.
yeah, it's the way it ended. It's weird.
How'd it end?
You didn't hear it, eh, Doyle? Very mysterious. You'd have to go and it was on the sheriff one, sheriff art
Sheriff
hostage,
one.
and
Okay.
yeah. Are you sub to that channel, Eddie?
I don't believe I am.
Yeah, it's called Sheriff Art Hostage.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, he did, Doyle. Fucking asshole. I was talking to him. I normally have there's normally a certain driver. This must be a stand-in because I get on right well with the normal driver. But listen, there's going to be words over that one. I might even get a refund. Oh no, I say to him, you put me a couple of bits of £5 a slice New York cheesecake in there for me next time. Save me buying it. No, it's cheeky, that, isn't it? Told him exactly what to do, didn't I, Eddie? This new driver. Or
Oh yeah.
stand-in. Told him exactly what to do. Easy. But I'll be sending a message. Well, I was going to walk down there and collect it. But I thought, no, I just said that. No tip. No tip for him. See, if he'd been a smart cookie, he'd waited for the member of staff I was speaking to.
I mean, it's a rehab centre. You think like he'd have a bit of fucking brains and fucking bite, wouldn't
Nigel, you disappeared, mate. Come on now, Doyle. Up on the panel, mate. Have a chat with our Eddie for 5 minutes till I get there. Nigel was just trying to get on. I went to click on him and he disappeared.
you? You need to be fucking there, Nigel.
Sorry, mate.
You need to be quicker around Nigel. Look on the draw. Boom.
Yeah, I only just saw him and he was gone. I just don't like it when people hear me eating. It's not good, is it?
You gotta eat sometime.
Do you know what, Eddie? That guy, how stupid can he be? You know, Christmas time, yeah? I've had really good
That's
service.
as I say. Like, I mean, it's a rehab centre. You think they fucking like hold on for a bit, you know?
I order off them all the time, yeah?
Yeah,
I've had good service from them all year round. And if it was my man, I was going to bung him a tenner, yeah?
yeah,
But I'd have bunged this guy five with no problem, yeah? Because it's Christmas, isn't it, yeah? But I've had really good service from the actual place
yeah,
rather than this idiot that's come tonight. But my main guy, you know what I mean? He'd been sweet all the way along. One time he waited at the gate, the electric gate, for half an hour once. And he still wanted to make sure it was alright. Because the staff couldn't do the electric gate. So they ended up walking down and getting it off him like that. Yeah, but he's a regular, he's a good guy. I hope he's not left. Because he does
He's
deserve
probably
that.
on a bit of a break, you know. He probably
Yeah,
had to do something, you know, something like
yeah,
that, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Of course, yeah. Or extra busy, but you know, it's like he's been a diamond in. Because, you know, like I get a load of. I order so many times, you get this thing where you get a bloody free takeaway after you've ordered often 5 times, 10 times, or something like that. We just eat. But I wanted to order off them direct, but apparently it can get them in bother.
Speaking of insects, how you on?
Come on, Doyle, help the lads out. I'm pressing buttons between mouthfuls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't want to be scummy and I hear people hear me munching. But it's absolutely gorgeous, as normal. Tell you what, since I've been on that bloody oxycodone for me stump, it, it's ruined my body clock, man. That and a combination of YouTube and Eddie Gannon singing has kept me up all night. Have you been anywhere else, Eddie, anyway, lately?
How do you mean never anywhere else?
Online.
I only come into you, you know that.
Eh?
I only come into you, you know that.
Alright.
I'm joking, by the way. Yeah, I was in a few lives, you know. Max Brangy is in the house. Hello, Max. Good to see you.
Morning, Max. Eddie Gannon's took over for a bit because I've only just got my food.
He's munching away on his kebab, as you do.
And it's high quality, beautiful.
Good to see you, Max. Welcome in.
Come on, guys, we need to get someone on the panel. Come on. Fancy it, Max? I've got a quick question for you, Eddie, anyway, before my next mouthful.
Of
Um,
course.
that new guitar that you got,
Yeah.
how did you find it?
Yeah, it was a nice one. It was a Hawthorne guitar, but like the actual makers was Thoman. You know, it's a Thoman guitar, and very rare, very collectible, and like for resale, it's high value.
Oh, so it's expensive then.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, like Tonkin, like he actually bought it in the cash converters, and like I mean, little did he realize that the actual value of it. You know, it's
Really good.
Oh, it's high end value, you know.
He make money on it then? Do you think if he, like the price he paid?
Oh, but if it was on resale, like he'd make a killing, you know.
Hmm. That's the way to buy stuff, isn't it?
As in proper resale, you know. Like not your pawn shops or whatever, you know.
God, you sounding a bit funny then. So is someone going to come up on the panel? Come on there.
Your sound is
Doyle.
gone again.
Yeah, it seems like yours is as well. Give me a moment.
Yeah, that's what you sound like, and what I sound like as well.
Can't believe it's done this again.
It's mostly coming from you or
This
dogs.
is the worst thing, when it does this. It's the worst thing. I hate it. Right.
Hold on, let me fix my audio.
Someone's coming on the panel as well. It's Doyle. How you doing, brother?
Yeah,
You
they're
alright, mate?
better than that.
Right, I'm gonna have to come out and come back in, alright? You guys stay there. It's me.
That's a bit better. How's that? Who's that? Is that PD, is it?
Right, Eddie. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good man.
Am I sounding okay, yeah? Or
I said that 5 seconds ago. Fuck's sake.
I just wanna
You sound perfect.
anyway. How are you, pal? Can't hear me now?
I can hear you, man.
Grant.
Have a look at the nice weather here.
Oh, you were in the Philippines, didn't you? Oh, lovely. Yeah, looks well, yeah.
I've just had two people there wanting to come on the panel. Can you hear me good now, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my other device. I just checked. That's it. Yes, I had two people there waiting. Whoever it was,
Eddie,
come on.
250. 250.
So anyway, Doyle, how are you doing, my friend?
Good man, thank you.
What time? What time is it over there? What time is it over there where you are?
1 o'clock, mate. One o'clock.
1 o'clock. Oh well. Go with
What are you
hours
there,
here.
9?
Yeah, the guy he dumped the takeaway on there. Luckily, there's a lot of staff here, and he dumped the takeaway on the step.
Yeah, you're saying I wouldn't know.
Arsehole.
He's
Well,
probably a different guy.
yeah, it is, yeah. So I talked to him on the phone as well. It's a bit like a slap in the face, that, in a way.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not cold, so it ain't the end of the world.
I got pulled into a data station in Dublin 30 years ago. And my mate left, drove in for me for the
Yeah.
blood test. And they went and fucking ate it. So I picked it up.
And then they did what? So how long are you staying over there then, Doyle?
I've no plans to come home yet.
Well, cheap, innit? I mean, say you wanted a meal like I don't know, a normal, say something like a steak dinner with a pudding and a couple of drinks. How much? Argument's sake.
Less than about a tenner. About a tenner.
That ain't too bad.
10 euros.
Yeah, there's only a little delay, Doyle. It's only a little delay. We'll just have to talk a little bit slower, Eddie, yeah?
Yeah.
Because Doyle's getting about 10-second delay. But I tell you what, it's the best connection you've had. Because we can hear you clearly as anything when you talk. No, it ain't snowing.
No, it's not.
Is there any snow, Eddie?
No, there's no snow here anyway. In
Yeah,
Ireland.
they reckon it was going to. It did the other week, didn't it? A bit.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like a dusting of snow, really. It wasn't like heavy snow, but our friends in the USA, different story. You spoke to anyone in the US, Eddie?
I was talking to Devo.
And what was that? Are they getting the bad weather? Because I think Anarchy's in, Anarchy TV. I think he's in there.
Yeah.
In the zone where it's about 3 foot of snow they've had. Here we go. Tom's here.
Right,
Good morning, my friend. How you doing? It's not a morning on here because it's not our hostage. So I hope you're doing well, mate. I'll put the link out. It's probably every other bit of the chat at the moment, but there you go. Let me know because I'm just gonna have a mouthful of food. If you want to come on.
I do miss the
Right
grub,
there
but
with
I'll
you.
say that. Amen.
Are you going, Doyle?
Go to the fridge.
I thought you were waving to say you're going. Tom, are you coming on, mate? Alright, mate. Eddie, if you fancy doing that song now, mate, it'd be a big help. I can finish this food off and then I'll be there ready. Just it's a bit hard going in and out, and we'll be on it.
Oh shit!
You're a good one, my friend. You're a good one.
Tell you, the body's sore after all that trip, you know. Get myself set up here.
There's Eddie. Get the garlic and ginger in.
What's that, PD?
Get the garlic and ginger in. Well, okay, no.
Oh. Yeah, where do we go? Hold on a second. Oh, we try this one.
Sure.
It is it a kind of dream? Floating out on a tide, follow the river up there downstream, or is it a dream? There is a fog on the horizon, a strange glow in the sky. Nobody seems to know where to go. What does it mean? Can you close the flame? How can a light that burns so brightly suddenly burn so pale? Right eye. Is it a kind of shadow reaching in to the night, wandering over the hills unseen? Or is it me? There is a high wind from the tree, a cold sound in the air. Nobody ever knows when you go, and where do you start? Ooh, into the dark. Right, burning like fire. Right, how can you close and fail? How can the light that burns so brightly suddenly burn so pale? Right eye, right eye, burning like fire. Right eye, how can you close and fade? Suddenly burn so pale. Right eye.
Lovely, Eddie. Nice and relaxing that was. And yeah, I'll let my food settle. Lovely. All the packaging's out of the way. I just got me New York cheesecake to eat in a little bit. I'll have that in a while. Lovely, Eddie. That nice and relaxing. What made you sing that one then?
Well, I mean, Watership. I mean, the movie Watership Down and like
Yeah.
Art Garfunkel's voice is just
Hmm.
I just thought it'd be
Garfunkel
a
sung
nice
that, yeah.
I just thought it'd be a nice one to the show.
Yeah, yeah. Simon and Garfunkel sung that, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. There you go, you learn something every day. No, I never knew that was one of theirs. Very interesting.
River Wolf was in the house.
Who we got in the house? Let's have a look. I'll have a wee. Yeah, very good, wasn't it, Doyle? Who we got in the house? River Wolf. Nice to see you, my friend. You're welcome up on the panel if you want to come. Yeah, it was really, really nice. Yeah, I hadn't heard you do that one actually before. I thought I knew all of your tracks, but you got many. So when you went to London and did the candles, yeah,
Mm.
was that where did you go and do it?
It was around Richmond Park.
And was there a lot of place where Vix did it? Was it like like a spot where there was other people that had done the same?
No, this one was secluded, so it was not nice and private for us all, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know it's hard to get a bit of privacy in London, isn't it?
Well, it's even worse here anyway. So
Really? That bad.
I
I'll find
just
that out
I
when.
mean, I was getting a couple of cabs there yesterday, and like there was one like I tried to get them, and they were like just about just weirdos, you know. Like they were
Yeah.
like I mean one guy in particular says well like what are you looking at me for, you know? And then there was another guy says you realize is that there's a taxi rank like across the road. Says I'm looking. I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for you. Like, are you gonna take me or what you gonna do? Like,
Yeah, like there's like an underlying attitude sort of thing, isn't there?
yeah. I mean, we don't want to run on commentary. We want fucking service. Like, you know, that's
Hmm. It's almost as if they want your money, but they begrudge taking you.
yeah.
It's like that, isn't it? Yeah, I've experienced similar. Is that you?
I'm there like in the cab that actually did pick. I was like, what the fuck is up with the taxi drivers now? Like, like today, you know, it was just
Right.
weird, you know.
Tell me, are the taxi drivers your countrymen or people that have came to your country?
Well, there was one that stopped me. Like, he was a black guy, you know.
Yeah.
But like the other guy, what was actually from my own country, yeah.
So something had made them in a bad mood, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Probably flipping Uber. Uber's still going, isn't it?
We don't have Uber over here.
You don't have Uber in Ireland.
No, we never did.
I'm surprised. I thought they'd have the way they expanded. I thought,
They are in the next 2 years that they are like actually considering putting Uber in, you know.
they pulled out of Australia, didn't they? Under a cloud, I believe. Is that right?
Would you say they pulled out of Australia?
They did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Surprised.
Australia. If someone can correct me in the chat, I just saw a vague news. I'm sure it was Australia. I could be wrong. They pulled out of the. You know what? You're making me question myself now. They pulled out under a cloud. I'm sure. I'm sure it was Australia. Under a bit of a cloud, in a way. A huge market for them. Tourist market, as well. So where people generally do need, a few more taxi type rides. The ones that don't hire cars or whatever. I'm sure it was. Yeah, it was. I'm sure it was Australia. But I stand to be corrected. Don't worry, you won't be the first to do it. But yeah, it's kind of a thing with taxi drivers. They can have a right old attitude, can't they, at times? and then you'll get a good
Oh,
one. You have a good old chin wagon. It's interesting. I had a good taxi driver once, and I did about, I don't know, about half an hour with the guy.
I have a lot of friends that are taxi drivers, you know, and
Yeah,
they're usually respectful, you know, and
that's it. It's like, in a way, you're invited into their setting, their motor, isn't it? Yeah,
mm,
and and you're asking them for a service, and should be a nice atmosphere, isn't it? Because it's like you go into someone's house. Like I explained the other night when my mate he got married for the third time.
yeah,
It was a Thai girl, and I don't know if you heard. He's a bit older. He's like 70 then, and I'd gone to see him, and immediately when I got there, was an atmosphere in the house. Yeah, you could just feel it, even
yeah,
though a word wasn't really said really much at that point. And it's like that, an atmosphere and a vibe, and you feel that instantly. So a taxi driver having an attitude before you even get in the motor, that's going to put you off anyway, isn't it? And
yeah.
if you took a ride with somebody like that, and for wherever, it's going to be awkward. So what? Didn't he want to take you, or did he think you were
Well,
you were a certain type?
like, I mean, the black guy, he basically said, what are you looking at?
Yeah,
I'm not to get a cab. Like, are you available? Like,
that's kind of that. You see, also, when somebody might be up to no good,
mm.
they have an air of paranoia about them, don't they? Yeah,
Well, I mean, like
he could
that,
have been
those
up to
guys
no
have a
good.
chip on their shoulder anyway. So
A lot of taxi drivers are up to no good as well as doing taxiing, aren't they? Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and your man there could have been up to no good on the side doing X, Y, and Z. Who knows what he's doing? Yeah,
yeah,
and he's got paranoid because you're the right age, the right type of build, the right, policeman material. Yeah,
yeah.
do you get my drift? And I reckon that started him off where what are you looking at? It's not a normal response, is it?
Well, it's
Unless
not like
you're
I asked him
staring someone out,
for
is
his
it?
fucking ID. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
I
what I mean.
mean,
It's not a normal
I'm a
response.
customer, and I was asking like for service. Like,
Yeah, it's not a normal response, you see. And unless you're in a nightclub or a pub and you're staring someone out, or like that, or
It was actually it was actually the first experience that I had of like bad attitude people like that,
mm,
you know.
he's up to no good, mate. I would put money on it
Yeah,
because there's an air of paranoia, and then he comes out with a comment like that, totally uncalled for.
yeah.
You're after a service. I bet he's up to no good. On the
But
side,
then one of my own countryman he says, "Oh, you do realise is that there's a taxi ranker just across the road, and you're calling me." Then he fucks up.
so is there a monetary issue, maybe, where they can earn more money from a certain position, or
Or like they do try it that like they do like try to get more money out of you.
oh yeah, they all do that, don't they? It's like I do
Like I
know that.
mean, you need your fucking wits about you with these guys, you know. It's fucking
Yeah, of course you do. I think you need your wits about you any time nowadays, because everybody's it's turning into very much dog eat dog world, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, like
More so than ever.
It's such a selfish and fickle world nowadays. You know, it's
Yeah,
like I mean, there's very few that would actually help you out. You know.
yeah. I do know that through experience where, if you're a certain sort of person and you would help the next man, if they need some help or whatever, or I've seen situations where someone's really in need and people have just ignored them, looked the other way,
Yeah.
and it's like, what's wrong with giving somebody a hand, like a hand up? Because the time I saw something where a lot of people looked the other way, it was like, what the hell? This guy, he had this, I don't know, it was like a trolley thing that he it broke off part of it, and it wouldn't, he had to lift it up, kind of thing. Anyway, he was trying to lift it up onto this, this gurney thing, and he wanted to go into the lift. There's room for him. What it was is people wouldn't shuffle a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And all that. And next thing you know, I see him trying to go up the stairs with all this stuff. And people just walking past and leaving him tripping up and this and that. And I said, if you want, mate, I'll carry one of them up for you. Oh, will you, mate? Will you? What it is I can't get in that lift. It fills up straight away and nobody move out the way for me. So just leave this trolley down here, the one that's owned by the rail or whatever. So leave it down here. I'll help you up these stairs. I just went up 2 flights of stairs with him. Carried this thing for him by the handle, and that was it. But loads of people went past him, and he wasn't a young guy. He's like, I don't know, probably 60 odd. And, people just leaving him, and all that. And I seen a guy who tripped over once as well. It's another railway station thing. He tripped over and he couldn't get up from the this. It's like a big step thing, like where the railway used to be.
Mm.
Like where the track used to come, sort of thing. But it's like a dead end now. A train wouldn't drive on that bit. It's just like a bit of dead track or whatever.
Yeah.
And he
I
needed.
tell you, I was getting off the train in London, and I tell you, I had to hold on onto the rail, because it was very high up, you know.
Yeah, and this guy, all he needs was a hand up that time, and also, people on trains, they just barge past you. I mean, listen to big. Oh, Jack Black's in. Good morning, Jack Black. Good to see you, my friend. I didn't notice you for a second then. But no, they're ignorant, and especially where you've just been, horrendous down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, just to have a little bit of, all rightness about you, if you want to call it that, or I call it that. Where you just harmony, yeah. You don't have to walk around with your head in your phone, assuming everyone's an asshole around you.
Yeah.
And then being an asshole yourself because you think everyone else around you is one. Because it's the worst place in the world, apparently, for that type of attitude in a Western place. They say London.
Yeah.
Very, very, I remember doing that. I've been doing a show at Earl's Court, and same thing. I went out when we were going there. We were looking for a bloody Dunkin' Donut shop because we didn't have them where we lived, and we wanted to get a box of Dunkin' Donuts, treat ourselves or whatever for our break. And we went looking, and you asked somebody directions. Yeah, we're only young guys at the time, like you say, "Oh, do you know where this shop is?" And it's like they look at you as if like they want you to drop dead,
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
And
it's like I said earlier. It's like I mean, like when you look for a place on Google Maps, like it's like you do be looking at, and then it doesn't even like when you find where like in the exact vicinity of where it is, it's not there, and you're there wondering why. And then like yesterday, as I just learned, I said, I mean, like the reason why they're not there is basically because they've moved or they've closed down the business or whatever.
but yeah, they always leave them up. I had it looking for a Thai place once, and we used that. I'm trying to think where it was. It was in Manchester, I think, and got a puncher. And I didn't want to put one of them daft, the daft wheels. Like it's not a proper wheel. It's like the spare, but like I don't know, just a temporary wheel thing. I didn't want to use that for very long because we had a decent sized journey to do as well on the motorway as well. So looking for this tyre shop, wow. We use that, Google, whatnot, and yeah, same sort of thing. Oh, they're into tyre shop here, mate. It's a cafe now. All this type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went looking, and then we found like someone who knew, and they said, "Oh no, it's moved to a bigger place just down there on the right." And little do we know that gone down there just on the right, and apparently they don't do the tires there anymore. They do it at this other place, but it's owned by the same people, yeah, and all this stuff, yeah, and plenty of that. I don't ever rely on that Google thing because unless it's got does it have the date next to it now? I know that
No,
shouldn't always
no, it
mean
doesn't.
much. It shouldn't always mean much, but there's a description, isn't there? If you click on it, there's a description. You know what I mean? It's when it's on the map, you see the place, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like a pop up. Is that what you're on about?
No, I mean, let's say, I mean, like if you're looking for a certain like cafe or whatever,
Yeah.
or even better again, like a music store, for example, right?
Yeah.
Like it shows on the map, but when you go and look for it, it's not there. Do you get me?
Yeah. Yeah. And meaning it's never been there, you mean?
Oh, at one point it was there,
Right.
but
Yeah. I've experienced that. Yeah.
now it didn't say anything about
Mm.
like years or dates or whatever.
Yeah. Because what it was is that when I used to see him on the map like that.
Because you actually think that it's of the modern day, right? So
Yeah. Like I'd seen it when I was on about that before. You'd see the thing on the map, and you click on it, and then it give you a page, and that's what I was on about. Normally you'd see that it was sort of current from that. I mean, I guess not every page is the same, but I read a page, and it's actually I was looking for a DIY store,
yeah,
and it shut down. It was home base, and they shut it down. but it said it was still there and everything. So then the guy said to me, he said, if you look up in a certain spot, they'll tell you whether it's still in use, and there's a date. It closed. Because what they did with them, all them home bases, they shut a load of them down. It's in Scotland, that was. And listen, you don't want to be going looking for things in Scotland because you end up going quite far. But no,
Yeah.
I had one of them adverts where the things totally shut down. Yeah, it was something else as well. And and you work away from home and you need something, and it's a Sunday, and you need a certain thing, a certain sort of drill bit or something else. You've got to find one of them type of stores. They were shutting them all the time. Wicks as well, they shut loads of them. Like that. You come Doyle, Nigel, Jack Black. Doyle, have you fell asleep or are you having your dinner? I bet Doyle's
Nigel
having
was
it
trying
now.
to get in.
Pardon?
Nigel was trying to get in.
Yeah, I know, and I saw him and I clicked on him and he disappeared. But I'm ready for you, Nigel. I was eating before and I was going back and forth.
Fingers at the ready for our Nigel.
Fingers at the ready. No, I saw you there, Nigel. I went to click on you, but you disappeared. So if you try again, I'll have another go. It might have been me because I had like chili fingers. Don't like touching my phone with chili fingers. So got the old wipe on my finger before I press the button. Bit graphic like, but. So on Xbox, what's that experience is like? Have you ever tried it on a console, Eddie?
I haven't now. I've I have a PS5, so
Yeah, that's what my son does. PlayStation 5.
I think the PlayStations are easier to use.
I think PlayStation's better myself. I do.
So it's still
Alright, Jet
complicated.
Black. You're welcome, mate. It's about 10 million links there in the back chat as you go up. So you don't need to ask me for a link. Every other comment. But no, I suppose it'd probably be quite easy, wouldn't it? To do it on a PlayStation.
Yeah. I think it's an easier setup,
Typing a message there might not be so easy.
And you can do it like I done it once, like when I was playing. I think I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and
Yeah, all the hooligans.
yeah, I know, but I didn't know how to like do the like get like able to talk to the chat, and then
Right.
now I know how to do it. So I mean,
So you used to have the earphones with the mic and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what Dean uses, isn't it?
The old headset,
Yeah, my son uses them. Yeah. He's had so many of them headsets. It's unbelievable. Breaks it easy. He's on the ones he gets now about 125 quid.
Yeah.
You can get them for a
Oh,
tenner.
the ones like the one that I got now like, was about 40 quid, but it's a really good headset. Like I went to I mean it like the headsets on like the PS5 that they aren't great, but the Turtle series, that is actually like
Right.
probably the best, you know.
Yeah, well, he got this really expensive one. I said, well, why are you bothering buying a really expensive one when you can get as many ones that cost a tenner or 15 quid? And you could
See,
buy.
if you go online and check the actual rating, you'll see like what's the best and what's not.
Oh, yeah, like that. I understand about the quality, like it's the same as DJing in a way.
Yeah.
You do need a certain quality of things, but
Well, you want proper sound, you know.
yeah, of course. But these other ones did do a reasonable amount of sound. See, the thing was, he was breaking them. He'd get mad and he'd rack it
Yeah.
off his head. He'd get mad playing the game and rack it off his head. That's what he was doing. And that's why I said, well, why don't you just stick with the cheap ones? And if you break one every 3 months, it
Nigel's
doesn't
there,
matter.
so if you want to bring him
Nigel,
in.
yeah, I'll bring him in, yeah. No, he's in the private chat. He's not on wanting to come on. Doyle, where's Doyle gone? Is Doyle on there? Looks blank,
Should
doesn't
be.
it? Yeah, he's
Oh,
buffering.
Nigel's gone, is he?
Yeah, Nigel wasn't there. He was just in the private chat.
Oh, he's just in the. Okay.
Come on, Nigel. Been waiting for you for half an hour. I think our Doyle is buffering. I think he was eating, because he went off for a little while, didn't he?
It said I was kicked from the studio.
No, you didn't come in the studio. Try it again.
Yeah, well, you press the button again, Marshall.
No, I'm ready and waiting.
You're being a ball boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
who's
kicked him
buffering?
out. We'll have this Nigel now. Give him the boot. Give him the old
Is
boot.
that PD buffering? Is it?
Give him the boot. Just the other bit. You got to
Yeah.
remember, YouTube belongs to me. Here he is, our Doyle. What you been doing, Doyle? What have you been doing, my
Yeah, no,
friend?
Nigel. Maybe it was like if you just do it by normal means, like maybe you'd be able to get in instead of going through the Xbox and stuff. Shit.
Because see, there's comments there.
I will try one more time.
Come on then, Nigel. I'm waiting. So anyway, Doyle, I'm going to try and move this banner once I've got Nigel sorted out, because this banner's in the way, isn't it? Right then. You're in the private chat. Nigel keeps coming in the private chat, but he's not.
It's probably set up like.
Wait a minute.
Could be something to do with the
He's there.
Oh, there. Is he here? Yeah, he's there.
Yeah. Doyle, come back in. And it should be all right. I'm going to move this banner for Doyle now. How's things, Nigel?
Can you hear us?
Nigel?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, there he
How's
is.
things? How's things, brother?
Still in the middle of just rebuilding all this computer.
So you've been struggling with this?
No, not really.
So it was just not letting you on, like?
No, just get kicking me off it.
No, you popped on once. I went to click you and you disappeared. But you might have been waiting there a couple of minutes because I had my hands full. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was munching. And Eddie kindly tried to keep things going. It could have been a lot worse a disaster than it was. My takeaway then. But we were positive about it. Cheeky git. Well, he done himself out of a tip. And I'm glad it wasn't my main man because I'll save it for him. Because normally the guy that normally does that really cool. Good guy. He's dropped off again.
Well, that's fair enough, Nigel.
We ain't kicked him. I don't kick people unless they're being naughty.
Oh, no, Nigel's all right.
Yeah, I know that. But he thought he was being kicked, you see. But no, he ain't been kicked. I don't know about this time. No idea.
He doesn't stay on panel for long anyway.
Right. It's all right. At least he pops on. Say all right.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
more
it's
than
okay.
welcome to come back, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's fine. The main thing is that, some people call I mean, Jack Black broke his cherry, and Galvin. Galvin never been on the panel ever.
Yeah.
Till the other night. And he was on for hours. And he sat back when I was trying to do that thing. And to be honest, I'm not a great one when that happens. If someone's trying to do something. But it's different, isn't it? My setup's different to what you know. So I wanted to play a video and it's like, can you play a video that goes on your emoji, Eddie?
Well, I'm actually on the phone. Hold on a second.
All right, no, but say if you wanted and you was on your laptop, yeah?
Yeah.
Argument's sake, can you play a video on your emoji?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would actually present it to the stream, like that's it. I mean that's how a lot of the setup is like done anyway.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, you see, and we're not kind of getting.
See, because you're on the phone, like that kind of complicates things,
Yeah.
Because like now we're both on our phone,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the actual present right down the bottom. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So when you present a video,
yeah,
right, that lets you like like share the video with others. You see, so that's. So as I say, the phone kind of complicates things anyway. So
yeah. What microphone are you on nowadays?
I have a Samsung A12.
Right. Yeah, Samsung and thingy are just so different anyway, aren't they? Samsung to Apple or whatever. I always was a Samsung and Sony Xperia. I even had a Huawei once, but always needed the two phones. And yeah, it's like difficult when they're different makes and all that. Hard. Because I had a video I want to play. I've got my sister's celebrating her life, so it shows a little bit about me as well. And my family and that. I wanted to play it, but couldn't do it. So I've got a tablet.
I think what I think what Wrights does, he actually like presents it to the private chat, and then he can play it.
Right. So
Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like
yeah.
two phones, but
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
he like he actually like copies and pastes the like the actual link, and then he does that way. It's a weird way of doing it, but I'm just giving you a couple of ideas there to like that might help, So if you get the link, share it in the private chat, and then you'll be able to play it that way, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a go. Just have a important message for Doily. He's got 3 phones, I heard. What does that make him? Super dodgy. He's got 3 phones and he's got a very Filipino woman that operates one of them on his behalf. And she keeps it down the knickers, I heard. So, tell you, when you're in trouble trying to answer a phone that's at your ear, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In the old prison pocket jab. Bloody hell. So, would you like to come back on, Doyle? Because we've got to take advantage of your good connection. We might not see you for another 2 years. He's nearly crying. He didn't have internet for 2 days. He nearly broke his back, Eddie. That's how much you rely on it. He does all his work, doesn't he, online as well? Whatever his work and that, his bits and pieces he does. So you need that international communication, don't you? When you're doing whatever, you need people take it for granted, don't they now? But when that goes, it's a nightmare, isn't it? I remember that I had a couple of nights here when it went. Oh my God! It was bad, very bad. And I think it was bad for people on the other end. Vix, she was a flipping nightmare. Ringing me up. What's wrong? Why ain't you got internet? Can't the staff sort it out? This, that, and the other. It's like, listen, they can't even get. They're having to ad hoc the bloody medication. Everything's linked to the flipping computer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, and everything's, like they do like checks, and it's all linked to a phone, and like that. So it all goes to a mainframe, and all that. So then the internet goes down. What happens? All goes Pete Tong. I thought you were gonna have it rebuilt tonight, Nigel. He's been slacking. He's been stopping eating kebabs and New York cheesecake. Do you know what though, Doyle? You got 2 phones, yeah? It's a little bit more hassle, but if something goes wrong, you've got a backup. Always handy. So have you got a desktop, Eddie?
I haven't got a desktop, but I do have a laptop.
Yeah, I know you got a laptop, but I thought you had a desktop as well at one point.
I was actually like that. I mean, like after this laptop goes, I will consider like the desktop. You know,
Mm.
it's much cheaper anyway.
Much cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah, to buy, I suppose. But
like the modern day. Like the modern day desktop is it's a lot cheaper. I say it's a lot better and it as well.
yeah, my son's got a really wick version. He built it himself. Never built a one before, and kind of took a lot longer than meant to. But yeah, I think the tablets. I got a tablet which has got detachable keys, and they're okay.
Yeah, the Lenovo's are great.
HSE idea of cost cutting hospitals. He's been waiting, you see, for his opportunity, to really start using his computer system. My son, he built it. He waited ages for some parts and this and that. He built it during the pandemic, didn't he? And it's quite self-explanatory putting them together, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like all the bits into the tower and that. You don't have to be a
so it's one of those. It's easy once you know how. You know.
yeah. I mean, he must have done a bit at school, and he knew someone that knew enough. And it's basically it's like fitting in it. It's like you're
Yeah.
just fitting the parts, aren't you? But now he's got
I
like
think if I knew how
three
to do
screens.
it, I'd do it myself. You know.
Hmm. Well, the attractive thing is the upgrades, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing that I thought. Yeah, the upgrades is something that you can just get your next part, can't you? And it's pretty decent like that. But you see, because my son does the design and all that, he's got ones where the screen kind of like bends and detaches,
Yeah.
and it will go like almost on his lap, and then he can draw on the screen. He like draws on the screen
Yeah.
to get, like to, and then it's like got a special thing on it where you can click. You've probably seen it, where you click and it, like it helps you develop whatever you're designing or whatever. It's really fast. And he's got one of them screens, and then he's got a normal screen. I don't think that. I don't know. It might be. He's got one screen that's a touch screen, one screen that's a draw screen, and I think the other screen's just a normal screen, but three. But when he does gaming on it, because he's got it set up for that as well, it is pretty damn good. With all three screens going.
Yeah.
It does. It is good when they get and you're playing like a driving game or a. I like them flying games. That's what I like. I wanted to get. I'm thinking, the setup where you get all the, the joystick but the proper flying one, where, in a sense, you say it's a 007.
What was that one in the simulator? It was what was it, G Force or something like that? What was it?
I don't know. Aaron had a setup, didn't he? And I used to go flying with Aaron quite a lot. I'm not so sure what game that was, but that's a simulator. It might have been called G-Force. I can't remember.
Was like you were coming off the like it was a kind of it was a retro game, and you were coming off this heli carrier,
Right. Yeah, I don't remember. Normally, you get a game and you really gel with it. You do end up kind of remembering it, the name and everything, really well because I played a few really good games like whatever Aaron was playing, the simulator. That was really good because it was almost as if you'd be playing it at silly hours and then other people would end up playing and they keep the interest there, and then it's like you can get them. I think Aaron had the joystick, and I don't know if he had the pedals as well. But when he had his setup done, like we were flying journeys, we were transporting cocoa beans and coffee beans. That's what we transported. We had Guinness on it as well. We all had our own part that we used to play. We had our own part of the operation that we used to be in charge of. Aaron was flying logistics, and I was on routes and planning. And then Guinness was on the side of buying however many beans we needed. And we were basically, in one day, apparently, we made, and we couldn't just get it and take it or put a bit extra on the load. Now, this was proper. But I can't remember whether he had all the other bits. But it looked the same anyway and played out well.
You gonna sleep?
No. Oh, sorry. I must admit, my eyes were going a bit heavy. I was just, I was actually trying to read a comment then, and my eyes went funny. I've got 4 monsters that go to mine. Okay. Your computer's not a normal gaming computer. But now I'm just trying to look and see what, is there anyone that's going to. We've got 10 in. Have you got one of them Levitos? Is it Levino or whatever? A lot of people say they're all right. I know someone who has one.
Oh, Lenovo. Yeah, I had a Lenovo before the HP that I have, and I found them absolutely brilliant. You know, I got a while over. It was about like five, like something like 5 6 years. You know, I got over.
Yeah, I've never had one, but I know a couple of people who have and said that they do what they're meant to do.
They definitely do the job. You know.
I don't know if I might try another laptop because I've got tablets. Got like 3 of them currently. But I think I'm going to see if anyone wants to come on. Put the link out. Come on, Doyle, get yourself on for the last little while because I am falling asleep a little bit. We've done a couple of hours anyway, haven't we, Eddie?
Yeah.
I mean, are you okay to carry on?
I'm gonna go back to bed anyway, and
Yeah, I'm thinking the same, mate. I am tired. Jack Black said he was coming on, but he hadn't materialised. And at least everyone's had a bit of a chat, yeah. And all the rest of it.
I had a
So
decent life anyway.
we're
So
going to end this one, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for coming. Thank you, Eddie, for your music.
pleasure.
I don't know if you want to play us out or you just want to end it. It's up to you.
No, we just end it.
We just end it. That's fine. Because I am a bit tired myself, mate. I'll probably fall asleep. If you did a Watership Down song, well, yeah. But no, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Eddie. And thank you, Nigel. Thank you, Doyle. Jack Black. And everyone else that came in. Max. And that's about all I can remember. But good night. Farewell. Eddie?
All right, God bless, guys.
All right. Good night. Good night, Doyle. Good night, everyone. Good night, Nigel. And Jared. Well, good night, mate. I bet you've been ghosting it, you have. Okay. Good night.
Night, Jerry.